Alright guys, I want you guys to be a little bit careful here. Alright, so you might think that any type of rock is good for climbing. Well, it's not true. This rock here happens to be great for climbing, but why is that? Well, I want to find out. So let's dig into the world of rocks and minerals and learn the different characteristics and how rocks get those characteristics. Let's go climbing.
But let's start from the beginning. What makes up a rock? Well, no matter what kind of rock we're looking at, all rocks contain minerals, which have a definite crystal structure that is different between different minerals. And one way we can tell what kind of rock we're looking at is by determining its mineral composition. Plus, the slower a rock cools, the bigger its crystals will be, so the size of the crystals also depend on where the rock was formed.
Well, this here is a granite formation, and granite is an igneous rock.
Igneous rocks are formed either when hot magma cools inside Earth or when lava cools on Earth's surface.
Well, granite is an intrusive igneous rock, meaning that it forms when hot magma slowly cools beneath Earth's surface.
And this often gives enough time for individual crystals to grow quite large, such as these large quartz crystals here that are very commonly found in granite rocks.
And these large crystals provide great friction for your hands and feet, which is great for climbing. And sometimes the crystals can get so large that I can actually stand on individual ones. What's even more amazing is that some rocks can actually change shape and form, even if they start as an igneous granite rock like this one. Under the right conditions, a rock can turn into a new type of rock called metamorphic.
Metamorphism means changing form, and if existing rock, such as our granite, is subjected to extreme heat and pressures through, for example, continental collisions driving Earth's crust down, subjecting it to intense pressure and heat, its physical and chemical characteristics may change.
Some metamorphic rocks that you might have heard of are slate and marble. And this metamorphic rock right here is called gneiss. It used to be granite, and then this granite got squished around like geological taffy through heat and pressure. The minerals recrystallized and cooled inside Earth, and then created this cool looking rock. Now let's take a closer look. What does it feel like, Haley?
Well, feels pretty nice. Yeah, the grains of this gneiss are foliated. They're lined up in straight, thin layers here, and makes it really nice for gripping because they split right along these bands, so you get some pretty good handholds.
Many metamorphic rocks may appear banded or foliated. This happens if the old rock is being compressed during recrystallization and the minerals can only grow along one axis.
Alright, I only have one more rock to show you, and it's maybe the most beautiful one. And Hazel is there setting it up right now. This is sandstone. Sandstone is a sedimentary rock, which is formed when existing rocks are broken down into tiny particles of sediment that are later transported and deposited by wind, water, and ice. Wow, Hazen, that looks awesome. How's it going up there?
Hey Jonas, this sandstone is so perfect. It's made out of tiny grains of sand, and it's smooth and super grippy. You gotta try this route. All right, go for it, Jonas.
Wow, this is a completely different feel. The small sand grains and the small crystals makes this sandstone really smooth and nice on my hands and really comfortable actually. Another thing with sedimentary rocks is that plant and animal remains can also be deposited, making some sedimentary rocks a great place to find fossils. All right, so we learned that each kind of rock has unique physical properties because of its mineral composition and the way it was formed. Igneous rocks are formed from lava or magma. Metamorphic rocks formed under heat and pressure. Whoa! And sedimentary rocks are formed from layers of sediment deposited on the ground or the bottom of an ocean. And as always, we encourage you to never stop exploring your world.
Right on, man. Let's go to the next one.
All right, here's something for you to do. Go outside, take a look around and see if you can find some rocks and see if you can determine what kind of rocks they are and how they formed.
And then take it one step further. Look closely and see if you can determine some of the different minerals that are in the different rocks.